with late game execution.
No, ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But I was having a conversation with a coworker the other day. I just found out he just started playing basketball at age 20. So in reality, he's been playing basketball only for 10 years. Learned the game, learned how to play the game. I guess he had a great Jedi master of the basketball arts to help him. But I was just telling him I've been playing since, competitively, probably since, high school and everything, middle school. And I was thinking about it when I was talking to him about it. I thought about it. I'm like, damn, I'm surprised I'm still playing till 35 years old. Because I remember when I was like, what was it, sixth grade? Probably around 11 or 12 around that time. I had terrible knees for someone that young. They thought I had already the early stages of degenerative bad knees or degenerative knee cartilage, because they found like a fracture in my knee or something like that, and it kept me out of sports period for some time, and it ended up healing, and nothing ever happened after that. Because I know people around my age or even in their 30s that I play with, they talk about their knees hurting and everything. That's the worst thing that happened to them, their knees be hurting. And I look, shoot, it ain't knees for me, which is remarkable. So like I just said, I ain't think I'll be playing like this with the bad knees I had when I was younger. Knees don't even hurt me. What hurts me is the ankles and Achilles. That's what hurts me the most. And sometimes the back. Yep, becoming an old man. My dad used to say, when you get 34, 35, it's going to be hard to get out the bed. Well, that much is true. I always wonder how old people always wake up early in the morning. Then again, old people don't play sports anymore once they get a certain age. But anyways, speaking of old man, Draymond Green, me and him are around the same age. Oh, we ain't around the same age. We are the same age. I think he is 1 month older than me. So, he's ranting and raving like an old black man right now at age 35, because he thinks the public perception of him is being the angry black man. And when I heard that in them words, I'm thinking in my head like, you did this yourself, as Obi-Wan would say. You've done that yourself. Yes, he has done that. He really has done that by himself. Just last night. He has the ball in his hand. I think he's in the 3-point stance. I think he is. I think he's trying to get out of it. And he's in. I don't even know if it was a foul on Nas Reed or not, but Nas Reed fouls him. But in the process of Nas Reed fouling him, he flails his arms out and just elbows Nas Reed in the face. I think they gave him a flagrant one or technical or something like that. But during that process of trying to figure out if it was a technical and reviewing and all that stuff, he's ranting and raving on the bench. Ranting and raving, trying to get to the referee, trying to get in the referee's face. Steph had to tell him to calm down. And I think Steve Kerr took him out of the game in exchange for Jimmy Butler. Basically, I think he sat at the end of the bench. I think the commentator was telling him he probably need to go to the locker room and calm down, because he's just besides himself right now. So it's like, how you gonna get mad about people perceiving you as the angry black man when you sitting around acting like the angry black man? I think even the Minnesota crowd was trying to ask the rest to get him another tech and get his ass out of the game. Now, it's funny, people have been saying this for the last 12, 14 hours now, that every time Steph don't play, Draymond Green tries to get himself out of the game, tries to find ways to get himself kicked out of the game, so he had to suffer the massacre. Well, it didn't work last night, and they got massacred by the Timberwolves. But Draymond Green has a history of trying to get himself kicked out out of the game when Steph ain't playing because he figured he really can't lead a team. Like he in his own mind, he think he's a Hall of Famer, but you know, he hasn't done really anything Hall of Fame like lead a team by himself without Steph because he ain't that dude. But anyways, you do have the perception of being an angry black man. That example alone is knocking Yusuf Nurkic out last season for no reason. That was an example of it. The biggest prime example of him doing that, of just seeming to be the angry black man, is choking out Rudy Gobert last season, which was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, that was hilarious. If you know, anybody watched the movie Baby Boy, that's what it remind you of when Vin Rames was choking out Tyrese from behind the couch. But it's that incident, the other biggest incident that he has had, the incident he really never got in trouble for at all, was knocking out Jordan Poole, his own teammate, when Jordan Poole was on the Warriors for no apparent reason, because he couldn't take the words. He couldn't take the crap talk by Jordan Poole, so he just goes around, knocks him out. So how you gonna sit up here and complain and talk about the media? They perceive me to be the angry black man. And I see many posts on this on YouTube, and black people included are saying the same thing. You do have that perception of being the angry black man. We ain't going out here knocking people out and choking people out, elbowing people, kicking people in the nuts like you did Steven Adams almost 10 years ago, which pretty much started the whole legend of Draymond Green just acting as a crash out. You going after, you try to get in the face and go after Anthony Edwards last season, get in the face of Donovan Mitchell. Just going around trying to bully people. And the only person he couldn't bully, I think it's two people he really couldn't bully because they matched his energy even more than the energy he can release, was the Crashout, Isaiah Stewart, Beef Stewart, and even Dylan Brooks himself matched his energy. Yeah, if you've seen a video footage of him trying to Isaiah Stewart getting in his face, it's quite hilarious. He ain't had no smoke for Isaiah Stewart. But then again, neither does his boss and LeBron James. You saw how that went down. But yeah, I hate for Draymond Green to have that label over him, but it's like you didn't help yourself too much by acting like a absolute ass shat all the time on the court. So, oh well. Don't like the perception of people. Don't like the perception of yourself and change it. And it's not just being on the court. He's on his own show, yelling and screaming, being belligerent. So he created this whole thing by himself, and no one else did. We think something wrong with him. Even KD said that brother need help. Oh yeah, he's also the same person that ran KD out of Golden State. You know, KD need to stand on business on his own too more. Stop acting like a little baby. But yeah, he ran him out of town. Should have gave KD the ball against the Clippers that game. Why the hell you have the ball in your hand? You're not the freaking shot maker. You're not the best player on the team. You're not the one that can get the last shot. There's only 3 people at the time that can take the last shot. Clay, Steph, and KD. Not you. I think he got suspended for that too. I think it was detriment to the team or something like that. So yeah, that's on you, buddy. Did I miss any more examples of him crashing out and acting like a complete scoundrel, a complete fool? I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm just thinking of the most notorious incidents he has had so far. But that has been him for the last 10 years. acting like a big crash out. But anyways, that's all I gotta say about it. Draymond Green, you're a crash out. You're about to be replaced by the other crash out in Isaiah Stewart. He's lucky. Shoot. He's gotten away with so much stuff now. To come to think about it, he pretty much got away with knocking out Jordan Poole because he really didn't get suspended for that. They gave him a soft 8 games for. What did they give him a soft? Yeah, they gave him a soft 8 games for choking out Rudy Gobert. It hadn't been anybody else. They hadn't been out for half the season. They basically gave him a light sentence when he knocked out Yusuf Nurkic. He should have got a technical foul last night for going in on the refs even more. He gets away with a lot of stuff. But then again, his Lord and Savior and boss, LeBron James, does the same thing. Well, not necessary going around beating up people, but all in the face of the refs, spit in the ref's face, almost. He don't get in trouble for that. So neither does Draymond Green. So you gotta take the balance. You should be suspended almost 10 games every year for those stuff you be doing. But anyways, tell me what you guys think.